how this scheme is a game changer for textile sector, sir?
The PLI scheme has been conceptualized to make India truly competitive in and bring economies of scale and high quality production to India. The textile sector has seen that over the last many years we have grown largely in cotton, wool, silk, all the traditional textiles. But when it comes to man-made fiber or technical textiles, India has relatively remained behind. We don't have much of a stake in the world market. Today, two-thirds of international trade is of technical textiles and man-made fiber. Our effort through this scheme is to promote that industry in India, attract large investments where 100 crore plus or 300 crore plus are invested in India, create about 7.5 lakh direct jobs. Indirectly, it will be much, much more because there will be forward and backward linkages. There will be the ecosystem created, factories will be set up, housing will be set up, young boys and girls will be skilled, particularly in aspirational districts or tier 3 and 4 towns, which we will promote more. Jobs will be created in a big way, and our own competitive edge in the international market and in domestic market, because these products are used not only for garments but also in defense, infrastructure, health. So I think this will help India become a global player as well as give India the capacity to make high quality products at competitive prices.
Sir, okay.
Incidentally, I'm happy to share with you that so far whatever feedback we've taken from the industry, there's a lot of enthusiasm about this scheme, and the textile sector is today charged with the Prime Minister's vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat and has committed to me and through me has conveyed to the Honorable Prime Minister their own willingness to triple India's exports. We are currently at about 2.5 lakh crores of exports in the textile sector. We will further support also the cotton, wool, silk and all those traditional textiles, and also now this new sector which we are entering in a big way. And our confidence is that we'll be able to really take the big leap in the textile industry.
Sir, in your briefing, you talked about FTAs with UK and European Union. So, how can you more elaborate on that? How it is going to give us edge?
Well, we have been in dialogue with Indian industry and different industries, and we realized that really we need free trade agreements or bilateral agreements with the developed world, countries like UK, all the European countries, the UAE. These are countries which have large per capita incomes, large spending power, and which are the larger importers of many products where India has a traditional edge, particularly things like textiles, our agricultural production, which will help our farmers, leather goods, which is also very highly job creating, our dairy industry. So we are trying to work with countries where we have a great interest and a reciprocal interest, where their technologies can help us in our improving the quality of products in India and the scale of products in India. And at the same time, our products, if they get market access there, will help us to create jobs at large level within the country. So I'm happy to share with you that the Honorable Prime Minister's discussions with the EU leaders at the last EU summit culminated in the announcement of the launch of a comprehensive economic partnership, which includes a free trade agreement. I'm also happy to share with you that Honorable Prime Minister discussed with the Prime Minister of UK, and it has been agreed that we will soon be launching our FTA negotiations. We have meetings scheduled on the 13th of this month with UK. Already from tomorrow onwards, video conferences will start to discuss the scope of our negotiations. And I think sometime around November, we should be in a position to launch negotiations with UK. We have the minister from UAE flying down to India on the 22nd for discussions, and I hope our discussions are fruitful and we are able to proceed further with our expectations of expanding trade with UAE. The Australian Special Envoy on Trade, Mr. Tony Abbott, former Prime Minister was here 2 weeks back. We had very good discussions. And last week I had discussions with my counterpart, the Trade Minister of Australia. And our teams are already working to fast track our negotiations with Australia. So we are looking at India becoming a trading partner with the developed world in a much larger way.
Thank you, sir, giving opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you.